Yemo bibi akwaba na yemform Mega TV and platform we so hanum your number one authentic platform Mega TV and coupon shiraw na onka papa abusiafo yi yeni nkomo kakra NPP amanyuko ni say in fact they became useless. For example ne the omoye in parliament koku anu okita omo yemi success omo dwin koku ho a isi den ena for the past 8 years on betina ban mu and I say 8 years on betina mu omo mfa koku ndia anko eye parliament anko kase sise koku egu enti mo memfasa akonya wi so na invest in our cocoa farming cocoa production any cocoa board ene useless and funny enough ye hu omu na mu kite cocoa a sebi afenyo market ni di omonim ni na eye se omu chirimu a cocoa no eye den ne bu abafom and cocoa a ne bu abafo no me ne wa wo hwe me unim pefe se anya John Mahama ena ahye da ati cocoa eye farmer ni sika so unim sebi eye amanone amansendwa so amamanya so ena akofa sa adenaba but yenkone hwe NPP communicator bia ni nsem oka owura we I've seen him for quite long but ni nsem ayo keka no de bia me hu se sebi ami se suku no koye no okoji nyansa foforo apart from so be apply wisdom with issues yenti na ekoba beto so ede mameso so document beto na wa like this very video na wa share na foforo enye bia hanom still remains your number one authentic platform Mega TV na kopon shira
me bacho nyandu wase offer the offer mu eke nya no ne eka ho asem ni nyina ne se obi na oka AC sem eka heater sem eka we sem obi yusu AC yusu heater o yusu sa nyoma ni nyina in 2024 na sa nyoma no yusu dada o jaisi so te se de wo kan o jaisi so dada heater no anopabia o yusu dada na o tua 300 cedis and o tua 1000 Ghana eno ne eka no so offer we dey nyanto say
needless noise
no offer take your time the reality is that enya na obi di ni heater see so and now di ni AC see so this is issue nini obi no yusu ni AC dada yusu ni heater dada yusu sa nyoma ni dada na month o tua 300 cedis 400 cedis and o tua 1000 Ghana. That is what we are discussing. And you see offer the issue is this. The issue is about this PURC here and omutu omunza fe electricity company for offer is a statutory body, independent body, and their major function is the balance between production and consumption. So say client no YNCC no na your friend is saying producer no so emoka offer NDC for eba NDC for ba by omoye ni omo ba na May 3 2025 and omoto tariffs in 14.75 July 1 2025 and omoto 2.45 October 1 2025 and omoto 1.14 Yebesi 2026 year mu January 2026 and omoto 9.86 cumulatively within 1 year no omo to 28.2%. And so the reality is that it's not about obi o use AC or JC so obi o use heater or JC so it's about the monumental increment in tariffs and on a and I think and no yenya the corresponding production and now we to fear ya two electricity bill mo 28.2% over 1 year but would assume a doom so and obi say okoto prepaid say see anashi nebeshi offer because and 30%, almost 30% of sika now like they know. So the government has taken it from you. And PURC, much now ma sad a unioma way in Akoso, Montime and Phobia, you couldn't summon anybody to question the person. And at the institution, so people are crying. I feel now we end offer. These are public gimmicks. Engo sishi omo mfrengo siwe because omo sha ase no wo na wo senka wo tena se na ka wo as independent body a wo ye creation of a statutory creation no act 538 as say in the create mu mu wo to mi se ka mo be hihye sa neoma no ama bibia to ne kwan mu no mo anye and your margin somewhere we na fe na oba be free na wo ko frɛ no aka gye sɛ won te so anaze onyere but offer this is the reality omutu saa nyoma we mu na electricity bill about 28.2% no and na wama adwumayini na ba adwumayini no 9% salary increment na ka basa enka nida so ye kokoo kwani no anko so be kushin ayino because what kokoo kwani no sikamu 36 million etike kokoo kwani no kura bibi ono so betimi the stimulate economy no and once akoko reduce the purchasing power of the kokoo kwani no kokoo kwani na hoden no wasa akote so 10 million eni etire ayi 80 cedis ana 800,000 mechanic to osika na enti kokoo kwani na anko so betimi stimulate economy no ono so akọ reduce na hoden enti ne wo atebubu na se wo bro wo si yento wo si ubinzi wo si yento wo si obayre ne bo aba form so still yento a it's because aban fa sika free nipa botom wati waketu yaso and we increase electricity by 28 almost 30% and na yeni anko obetu yaketu e maban dwuma ye fo ayetete ye anko obetu yaketu mu nanka sika bi ebotom ne stimulate economy na wo bro na wo ton no obayre na wo ton na abafom yetima beto no wasan ye friend say aketu antum ode maye no for the past 10 years we see that is the least o we en wasa ko fakuani no kokoo ni no en wasa ko tidi sika so 10 million na ususu se wo ton bayra ye beto meanwhile no so no enye se oto sa nyoma we nyina mu no enye se oto mu no light ni so mete bokwa makru ofa yetimi light ni say presso I am saying say enka Ghana for the economy say Ghana for fan NPP da sa presso no say NPP peso a enka Ghana for fan NPP da but I don't know say NDC ba no monya your friend is a Ghana force so but me te Ghana for say Ghana for wo GDS MPP na betime bu o man we and we to marking scheme o mo de man MPP ni so higher about 10 times higher than the NDC because mo buy o mo nya hwe ukọ yes an your man we nyina na obi tia de share 40 AC 40 heater na o mo complaining no na o mo si sa time no mo nyusu AC ana Satman no mutua 300 cedis 400 cedis a week and a big month no mo say that time omunyusu easy they were using all these gadgets but they know or use the same gadget but now you know a double and a triple that is the reality and it is sanimo ya double no because a buy no buy within 1 year what almost 30% of a moment pay once amuka enya asem was here don't know in any way enya asem was here don't know in any way and Ghana for CSOs any opposition parties to say UPN MPP would any question massage this some of these things because your opposition party would you also say you put the government in check and it's a binding yes and your man when that's a opposition party over turn now to do a seminar now more money here and that is the reality. These are the issues we are discussing here. Mestre say PURC or we independent body or more juma a friend say or act a act of parliament na create mo obi ani musu control mo hwe se mo be manhyehyeye aye adwuma you don't dance to the tune of any political party we yes are untimi yield any result of me that's
yes we are CP Dr. Simon Martin and I want to speaking Dr. Simon Martin and I want to speaking for the NPP or no and or also or they so at Uncle Franco to example Doctor aka brunya makoma miensa ansana yatoba aka brunya makoma miensa ta na yatoba enti ya susu nyemienu mu a nyemienu sa nyemienu da nyemienu so say 2026 2027 2028 ye beto abana wi ansana December anti ye beto ndidi ma 7 ansana sa brunya na ba di aka mienu that was just on the lighter note. The quarterly utility increase as agreed by PURC mandates the government. Sabi obatuto enyina mkania buomini isubo. Enyina misam charter say. Enunti say enyina mkania buono akosra. You don't solely blame the government. Idea the independent body as you rightly said no. Ajatum. Ono na ye timamfo ni nyina sabi na musifo a omogitum se emra no bra no sei no sabi nyina mkani abo ni so bo no ye ntotom ne fa nkosi sei many of our be adwene say the way a man use appliances no a contributory factor but that
enon kwano en maho kwan ma sa sabin fum so ayi ko so na say Benedia Ghana for this say no justify no wo hwe the rate at which meters new meters na ba no esi etete na exorbitant I think say any inchiremu bia no a wo chiremu ebeye me de bebre say PURC wajatum na o ma invite I think the energy ministry say ana ECG so omumra no mo mechirem kwankura sa meters na new meters na abai no e fa so tete no too exorbitant en wo chiremu ba bia na sabi enchire enti media mene PUC be ya adwen mene ofanso be ya adwen say ebraso say sabi yenyino munkani abo no do yenyina ya tie ho ase say brano bia no say nyoma ko nanimu a because cost of production no e was ro nti eba sa no e was yenyino munkani abo na isu bo no e kosoro kakra eno nti yenyina nso yenhwe ho a be say isu appliances ni such as conditioners, kettles, microwaves ni ade na isu no fie na yenyina yenhwe ni but ultimately how are meters na esiba meter prepaid meters ko bu obi dada ECG force e baba sesa na ma smart meters
said the aba no na e hwe power no mo
eno nti make ho asem no say no e was ba bia omukofa e de baye no omuhwe ho no omuhwe ho asem kan yi say de na ofa ka say the bu ha ya outsource de ma company no no akofa e friend say inferior meters no de baba bo ma sabitim before not mom for ho e kwa ho hihiem eno nti no we no it behoves on ECG so on by due diligence na meters papa wo dwaso no omudi bia ba no omudi ababo ma timamfo because saban investigations omuhunu se meters abanyina na inferior meters and for that matter I was say yiding na dey for ba and no another cost to the country and don't know omo si gina ye and as omo for bonansi for they should do the right thing. Now no more say last year me kai power for Jumadi aso ye ba bobo omo cheaper say omo operations no is bedeviled with a lot of corrupt attitudes and corrupt practices and for that matter me free say you can't say asem no omo sorry gina ye adwuma no ye na satam no omo revenue collections ni ade woods and crofoko rounds no more repair meters ye huni say you can't ho asem sabre no omo tu ho na mo e ma na nyoma ye den e gina kama sabre nso say 40 meters na aba was almost 2 anamon. Meter bia enya crofobel logic complaint bia. Me gidi say also mo 2 anamon no mo koye no mo ye ni. Me doctor ti how say body or this adumni adan. Sa quarterly increase in tariffs no. So mo mabless na ni ho. Na wo ho. So you don't blame the government for some of these things. Me no me bi we have any propaganda no kreka na ye ina no. Ye hunu say o man ye chichere. Quarterly increase in utility tariffs e wo ho. Enye ye ni de ba ye. Mo kwa no bi extra say mo de ko sia wo wa. So at as energy sector levy and kai babo the energy sector na e ka bia the legacy debt bia da hono ya to be that so mo san de ko sia wa je hu sika di ye hu de mo de oye nti se ka se ye ko ho de na nke was some tenten bonipo but and then yen center on the meters the inferior meters na ba system ni mu a nkofo complain bitterly se sa hwe ya ene na ka be de nkofo so no we kra no ye ti na ye se woni power da kan ya na dum senka ye say offer postpaid ni bia we use we answer na wakotua ne dia any kan crofo bobo kapa yi into the ECG be on your toes. You should be up and doing up your game now 40 meters na aba no mu forchire de obo complain bia no mu we nya ban asem we no utumi fa nkosha ban sa ban ye ba ye ne ba some meters almost start to supply we are the big mahama time and almost started supply some meter until ye was obo be the boa or no ye dey so bo no e babo no but ye fa ye money dey say we ye the dwuma dey be dey ato ho awie Ghana for any the rightful beneficiaries ECG masem muntwade na muntwa na mo 40 meter bia wo system ni mu a man ko fa complain bia no you should up your game, you should repair those meters na Ghana for so sabi omo hu haro am kakra ofa na das
right let's say that's it zawa me come enim
yeah
right okay
but of o can be say enfriaban na adini mu tutu na ye hwan na tutu ye and no see NPP pension no na ye tutu no the bottom line is that enya me na me ko na enya na de ko kan consumer no de no use the light no esi NPP aban so na ye tum mo so mu pension na mutum na so ne no MPP they no to 3 million and who the pens no to 10 million.
And it's with the established.
So that's the bottom line. From engineering perspective, and answer from who?
That's why we can attest to what is happening.
Yes, yeah, two mama evidence over 1 year. Then we are buying this here to 2. What 2 about 28.2%.
Right.
So that's the real
and tomorrow, but so figures now amount will be cool to know they are. Say 200%
over these two parties. They be back and forth. Anyway, we say. And until you can say, you bring me no. Now, the right party move profile solutions. Would there be out of would the wouldn't miss the may be on the accusation upon accusation. What is the way forward? That's the most important thing because we cannot root our future in the past. Baby address is saying no. We have to make sure that you focus, put our eye on the ball. At the end, I say, bit me a bit my solves our problem. Yan they say, Kebetan, ye can't was it. You say, easy if when you say, when you say, no money in our own. But we baby, no more accusers are no solution. Me say, I'm out of such things because my boss or training me. I'm first searching the trip. There be I will come and complain about issues, but find solution. Yes, because in every problem, within the problem, one a solution. The let's find solution to this and we'll be happy. We live here as happy guys when we have found solution to some of these things. That's what I would say.
Right. But I say, say now hello TV no so no. Nipa bebree baba kabama o ni die nie Frank Kulu Junior die ho and after was say I was complaining about my 2,000 cedis ECG credit running out in 1.5 months even though I am never home, only to find that someone's 1,500 ran out in 10 days. Sorry, I will draw my case. We Oliver backup bomber or the Frank Kulu also die ni. As I can confirm that meters are stealing our power. My daily consumption until my birthday on February 16 was 21 cedis. I purchased 1,500 cedis on February 16. At exactly 9:07 this morning, all the credits are gone. Zero. I beg Napo, make you investigate fast or I'll buy new power way if finished pass with same boat pay. I go disconnect and do illegal connection. I swear. I now spend more than 700 cedis a week on electricity at home. At this rate, the average spend on electricity is more than rent.
Something is happening.
Oh, so dear no. And I've been so here videos. Yeah, just say obubu fufu makasano. So it's a welcome news. Say Minister Sienko him. Now period for also say immediately. And you will say easy for immediately. Or rectify a problem crab because we agree. Say January more yet is here betum kakra. The way to moon buy any day. People should not be buying that so much. In this era, I see you ever hear 24-hour economy. Now imagining how this hour what's that we now 24-hour economy. I buy say better thing can you also I'm say what you mean I can't call anajo ana
me say I'm everybody friends India Sabra was say
I have no more bono kro ba kasi ba be na bono kro
how biti na be come restaurant na get 10 ni pe go no be kan sa fe na ade achi a umu didi pass umu yin didi akwa cause umu ya 24 economy ni bi ti ana jusu no umu ya adwuma pa the wian kra the kromi di ni dura na jo ai kromi ya very busy the 24 economy no there say yes incentives bar people harp on they harp on the incentives to make sure say they are benefiting from it. You know, you see the BR. And I was saying, say, with the 24-hour economy, a very good thing, as I was saying the other time, but there are certain areas where I say you slow down. I said, say, for instance, DVLA, you know the importance of 24-hour at DVLA. But Oko Port, Takoradi Port, they are 24-hour. It's very important. In the end, prioritizing areas, okay. No, if you say very, because when we start the 24-hour economy, no, it's also going to put a strain on the government economy, budget, expenditure, because say it take you full a year. The government is going to spend not less than 4 billion cedis in a year. And it is a quantum leap, a form of a scan baby to offset this year. Every year, no, the government have to find money to it. A good thing. But we need to build it in such a way, say, if we have win-win situation and create issues.
All right, but I say, you move on now, you hear Finance Minister Anamuntua Odie to say, Ghana, if a chance in your building your gold reserves. Now, at least by 2028, now you will bear 15 months reserve for 15 months import cover. Just say, can you 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, say 5 months? Yeah, say a bit when you have 127 tons of gold. Now, a dear go. So, yeah, if you come in Breswa, become 2022 thereabout. Now, you gold reserve in 8 tons. And now, NPP by started so to be you could do 30 tons thereabout. NDC by almost 2 be they could do 37 tons. And actually, I say on 1 ton be I'm a swati about 18 tons. I bet you say dear, I had the Ossia area honey na Ghana sika in what you do. So, into Ghana National accumulated reserve deal crime group. So, you be building a reserve no. Na etimia boa sebe boa ma isika na ahode no ebetimi enso agina eyi majority for abandoned to ya no minority ne kire say eyade dada no a omode baaye domestic gold purchase no eno na ababi a omo eda ne din. Is there a new project, a new policy, or the old one? If I saw about so and saying and then I go to Bono air cost of Ghana a boye pa a toa in your dollar no ebi igumu. So Sabri I building you actually no. That is the best thing to do and because so in yana cotton now that you go to Bono follow and no yes can be manner. Now would be a day china waiting the or the young cotton per dollar from a tour and as yet build the good and tour and near my so talk or the dollar or more dollars or and I will keep you good no so that you go to Bono follow and watch no I say cocoa dear yet me uncle Tom you cocoa no your tray say a walker see a bit how by Dr. Simon I wish I see through so politicians it told me I dare no we see a year we used to see a year dear see what do you have to say
over enka idea ni den ka adepa na susu and so more mine
ade
yes na sa policy ya kan kire me de ntia regional coordinator for national security and won nsem no metiti say want manchi obi okoye amanfo ne nkofo say ono national security coordinator want manchi your friend is an nkofo bi ne China for na fofo bi e Galamsey site Matthias here say the entire Galamsey no yentimi mbra na oman mu offer this is the danger say na ban kan na finance minister e kan e ma menu otu champo mo hwe ni din ma ne be kan was it Mr. Speaker Ghana's strategy for the acquisition of the 3.02 tons of gold per week is in twofold. The Ghana Gold Board to acquire a minimum of 2.45 tons of gold per week from the artisanal small-scale mining. Then he comes to say that Ministry of Finance will be making budgetary allocations to the Ghana Gold Board to achieve this. No, what's happened, baby? The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to invoke the preemption right under Section 3D of the Ghana Gold Board Act 2025 and Section 7 of the Minerals and Mining Act to purchase a minimum of 0.57 tons of gold per week from the large-scale gold mining sector. Over, it is a buying policy way now obeying at the detriment or to the detriment of Sassino. So, second, I'm saying no because say na buying say or better 2.45 tons of gold per week from Galamsey for no.
Sir.
Oh, and that we may find it direct. Me patch direct. And I make quote Maui, we Minister of Finance brought from making or better 2.45 tons from the Galamsey's. Now I talk 0.57 from the last scale mine and no crump on our fair now buying eco trigger setting emra no what me na wo ye say ya what say twa wo say wo di ndro kogu ensuo ni amanani at offer. Let's listen to the logical ensuo no enkofo bia ye galamsey de hono no ena wo no si 2 days bia na da bia wo de ade wakot egugu ani ade saying so wo de chemicals ni gu ani a na galamsey fo no to aso ye a esai chemicals no mo de gu nsuo nani no galamsey fo no ye kura nsuo ni hunu bio. Is that what they are saying? And per the figures out there, my say almost 1 kilometer bia $200,000 no. Eti ye de koye ni koguani. Na the next day, galamsey for no koye na sa hona. Ni asa fesikani da koto chemicals, ni asa de gugu nso nani. Na ni asa ati. Na galamsey for na here. What kind of warped thinking is this? I'm worried about this.
The woman will say, you better born until you fuel galamsey.
It's as simple as that because I am na make of.
But say you was small scale miners.
Yeah, you see, I always quote directly from the president. Yet the president didn't fair more of our media next year was near Nyanza for a woman. And now Mukache say, yes, so Galamsey ni tuya. I buy no see president didn't want more. Mean to mean tuya because the amount of gold na yenya free sa ngofune ho. And now Mukache say from at the time no to be segregating between the illegal miners and the small scale miners. It is also Galamsey na no direct. These are words from the president to the people. And I know your mooding common. It is an above catches obeto 2.45 tons per week from this and Kofia. Who's to say about you bet me galamsey no coin. And these are the realities. And me green one mentiasia. Etineno yedi and who share program na sena woka. Say a no chemicals na say the betin so no. I will say yeti ani awie na yeti ma yusu so no. And I yeti ani awie amen so need to be used to the extent say a mumu akra ko wi a obenyasa. These are some of the things I was saying to me trigger your mind. Now you Ghana for no, you to me show me cassette as a because they are banning it. Want to me go to gold in free large scale miners to say Anglo gold, Ninki Kaon, New Montenegro Kaon, never move a ton or galamsey for anyone. And yet, I was saying, you know, and for now, they are buying the bank and say, what's our quantity to cocoa was no graduate offer? Say, you show my friend a cocoa for cocoa, and we are for the between to almost as you. Because what in the sick so 10 million any tree. Next and they will say beto over top gold every galamsey for no one. Who's say galamsey for no what's your mukutupa? Etineno ube pump scale looking at they say world prices of gold or world markets no or benyeska dia to na office kwanina wati ni cocoa scarce no or asase cocoa egusua ana cocoa e fo so a onko tanto ma galamsey ni and ye that is the reality. And that is why I mean to say, and I mean say, Ghana for yen sorry, yen kasentia. Because the reality and the danger no, what yen nimunemu, yen to me crap. Mama Maya needs KG. And I keep saying, say, this turn approach, I have said this time with that number. This turn economic approach, you know, it is wrong. You have to go cry. And then yen because gold was wrong. Who knows tomorrow? The next day, God wants to wait my 80 cocoa and where will lie our fate? And that is why I mean to say, I was saying, or more mubu or mino, at some level of thinking. Now, I didn't acquire, you bet me a refining production in Kaoka, or so I actor, ye did refine reaction, and you say, bet my. But the reality is that, or the realistic question is, that because Ghana you need the result. It's not about explanation. It's about what the person is experiencing. And nothing here can want them. It is here the policy be bar. Me as environmentalist, they hear me pa. And me says our policy na ye debano. What is the environmental ethical perspective or dimension to that policy? Yes ye debano. And yes sir. About time now what galamsey communities now. Researchers and scientists no ko ehwehwe mu a. Omo say omo fa apimfo dunu. Na no omoti galamsey community omoko wo a emu nkru wuye no saa ha no beto aso asi ye to aso ye saa nyoma we a wa wotim potemu a obatan a wonyim a na sabi wo ba na wanyim no na so ntimi ma ne nsentimi ma menkai obi aya saa dia ban di ba no ebetimi ama saa wo ha we na to aso wo ye potemu. And that is why I'm so worried, and that's why I'm expecting say of amo any minua ebeto aso no omu nyina de o ma no tum say it is wrong. Let's reverse it. Now, buying country, I say 2.45 no tons of gold no, or 2 free large scale miners no. Now, I thought at least the minimum of 0.57 no every day artisan, you know, that is it. Those people no on to side in info more. Oh yes sir, it brings development. Oh yes sir, e dia sundweba. Oh yes sir, dia motoba. Oh yes sir, yare ne saa nneoma na eso aye basabasa ni nyina no so beti. Oh yes sir, obi nkotwa na koko asase nton. Me that's offer.
That's it. I go to
Hey, doctor, I'm ready to hit you, but about government targets 127 tons of small scale gold yearly under new reserve policy. Reserves policy. Over a caption that way very glaring. Obia who they are buying the intentional or person or the bar of my way. Over the years, gold has been our backbone, and now that you start to say reserve gold. Am I a Jina brand city, no, especially a Jina brand? Am I a foreign reserves? So you're hoping by $13 billion. Agua, Menoka say, import cover an idea. According to him, and it is a binary Sidraye, or whom here say, Gold Board will not be a license giver, but rather will be a player in the purchase of what gold. Started March here, next month here, baby mop up. I buying better gold through Gold Board, Finance Ministry, no to Gold Board from these artisanal small scale miners. And your illegal miners, and your galam say the meaning Dr. Simon now is a player in the gold purchase now. Or more, Sebi, Nanky licenses now almost the mediators or the middlemen. The last time I want to go medical. And the hand dealings near the woman. So Gold Board now casa bombs to go to be. Now what really gold now? But you say, you are so cassier. A boy is sick, sitting near them. You don't be brave. Mabruno Subenia Jumaiding. Now foreign investors also say no. See a sick and a brand idea. Omugo Musika Babisha economy, the economy day. A group. When the advantage what this policy are banaso. And Timama Dr. Simon, I mean, Nunan Crawford, winner, every a jack or drop person need to good who Ghana has say. And net about Papa ba our didn't she go what I will before a guy. About Papa ba what didn't she pay a go my gold on before he began some fast. I was say, you bought a bandit chidom. No, this is a panady. A go come be near. Some over to force and I'm shaking your hands, Sabianco talk a good dear. Yes, most friends a galam say for I best say you will best say quiet.
The question is say, Cecilia, won't be a galamsino or moton good, my
you are accredited bias. A good board that they license now. Our motor very say good from these small scale miners. Now, the person see and we galamsey, and the person see so we to a good year now. You better concession now, we yes, we jumano. Near who say, Papa, Georgina Obabidin, and sense who and say quiet, and send the license number more did, said Juman offer. And until a time is coming, in no distant future, Galamsey will be a thing of the past. And until this tax force for a day, a boom. So, why would need an accredited license? How would you do Juma as a small scale miner piano? Would you do a better for himself? Until maybe back, you better say, or more to a good year in a year, or more. Gold Board and Casamo licenses are baby or mutu a good year. Baby and sense won't say quiet. And as I say, Omutu sense who grana. They will reclaim the land. You more make that provision. So, two years now, we will reclaim us as no. No matter what say, we had the cancer as no, but say Jina and Namosono, Odibe, you might hear me say bedding, a best. And so far, media Sanka Yetria and the Sadias Sitiana, Kamajini say, a back it will go a long way to help the economy of this country. Because a man be a good in this ground to match a chill of mine, I'm a knife from a cork of Obradia. Yeah, what in Adumi, say, you didn't share a good community before so, and who here as I was say, this is as well. Omani Benyaso and Fasudi good about to stay, good prices and a corner course. And we should take advantage of this and then, implement measures about Buamani Tono, and then Fasudia Brem Timamu for now MSA sooner say quiet. I am a worry, Kakrani in sooner, course, I did in sooner, I too exorbitant. So $35 million just 1 kilometer of friends say river. I know
35 near Bray morning in a 1 kilometer no year. $200,000 dollars, yeah. $200,000.
Of course, I don't crowd for the idea of a winning in per year. And good board on your best say almost say, a supervisor say, you be credible mining and as a legal mining, and no Munton Coso through the introduction of 9 more sending tax force for blue water guards for no now you stop all these illegal mining activities now mining now you be encourage and I say be license so you be ano any the friend said the proper mining now to my phone said in your son for so now future na me near to go dominate the be young corners and now my future.
All right, but I say Ralph Franco Champo and Ottening Cano. My come is Amaho.
Yeah, it's sort of the Bruniver can say is a conundrum of the whole way, you know. As a creative, you know, Nenting Grono
of us,
Nenting Gro. Well, Mia,
980.
Umiazo Agranis, Sana Kakwe. But in actual fact, Great Transformational Plan, UP a policy about this gold issue. Something we call the BRS, ban, restore, and support. Because maybe I am into mining, but not into gold mining. I go at the gold ground. Yeah, and then the stones move. But what I know is that Ghana had here the gold deposit here. What Ghana have? She said, "We say to say a crocodile now that crew." So the Volta western part of Volta no, a corner of war, Barbesin back south. The beer no gold in it. Maybe I tell you to surprise and say you three am now from bed 3 years. You to gold. Now. Your gold you know you fit the tree in na no obi explain say it is a crocodile the tail go ni wie quarter of the tail e chese gold no ha no e dozen it is a udi a chese obi to gold no how here you know ahead of Medusa no say fa we say mra na de aba odi oba na de aba after they would be area, then I was it Bibi can say, Obo TV as any gold, we had done gold. No, Bona, you did not have done gold. Obo is not done good. Obo is not done good. Now, I can't know. And maybe I say very careful. Important say the gold, no. A very huge one, but we need to be careful. It's in another policy say you ban it. Restore ban BRS ban restore the lands no access any river bodies and then support who you are doing the genuine you know not just say ban restore and support. So another policy that's what we're going to do and the pay na many around TV or station one of the stations on the payer gold issues you buy you know what he told us what is the gold no can say no cost NDC NPP na akabo wono NDC new o se NDC NPP o be kwai ya
na wakabo
no makabo na o mo edize no NDC ni ntimi kasa NPP ni ntimi kasa because o mo ya de so ama numbers for no ba hokra they find difficult to control them because o be ba no e pa o mo president go be bo o mo fight ya de no a o mo nyina e ka there are a big problem. But I'm saying, no, let me ask myself, say, before the gold board came, no, now gold no new tune, volume, no, now it is we are as it is we see. Because the volume hasn't changed, but they're fine, and I knew. Because I can now gold you to grow my doors, but not PMMC, but not a private jet is a airport. Assisa gold in Yako. Because I thought who one of the presidents or India and all kinds of Ghana it's about to gold see about. There's when a president can just say gold are most money abeni. Yeah, dog your papers immediately this hour. About 4 times there. Oh can. What I say? Not just a smuggle of gold, no, I cost watch it. Jena agrophobia tsemwe didia. And the streamline the number far gold board no. Ama ehunu say gold ya say a fa microphone say kwa ehunu. It to me I don't support galamsey in one day in any form. In any form, illegal mining in any form, I don't support it. But gold na yet you know. Some crofo export to ko na yenya so bonne no a. Na se yetimi de fa line from ne benya so mfaso. Ne benya can be the about solve our problem. Yeah, I think say we have to look at it. Because you are careful. A crofo be feel gold nyina ko be powers no be fa be wi gold nyina ko. Na timemfo na etim. Share gold. Geze Ghana ha. They are not getting support to the economy. Borrowed money. Maybe I borrow foreign euro bonds. Now when I know what it is, you could be there. Hey, let it hard anyway. And then say euro bonds in a never become. You timid dollar no sorry. Yeah, the gold never have a support to the economy now. The one thing we need to look at it. I feel you have built your reserves on gold and some on dollar. The liquid reserves and the non-liquid reserves. So what other countries we are? Women non-liquid gold maybe at 30 to 35. Another country we are 70 gold backing of the economy 70%, and they are doing very well. And it is a Yamia Buana say, oh, this opportunity, this is not the time to throw it away. We feel that what we have to do is to make sure that you're being derive enough benefit from Saudi VC. Because you want to see a Tiagra and Yaji. What's a maybe Dria and I say? The way Ghana acquired you 2 weeks of import cover. And now I will do 2 months, I will do 4 months. If you are man for be a degree. Now, say, wait a minute, I call 15 months, which is almost 1.5 years of import cover. I tell you that we have a very stabilized economy. We'll be proud or backroom, then the budget or be invest here on true. So, it is 127 tons no day ban. It's going to rake in about $21 billion. But the answer no. Import, is $28 billion. And even if the 127 no air ban 21 billion ground. What do you call import cover no? It will not get up to the 15 months. It will get to about 9 months. Because we import cover no any we deposit no any import cover no. March there's some kind of variation. By 2024, na import a unit $28 billion. But what we have to do?
NDC productivity in the country. See, I've been in a say the dollar beko, the gold beko, dollar bar. Do you see say your productivity because you know I've been in say the dollar the cranima. In your dollar, no one idea, maybe a pessy, be meeting the akraba. The productivity in the country, no, yeah, remember so.
Productivity, sir, who space here, who productivity, who your production is true. When you have space, because there was a time when, more examples. Because foreign loan be, add equipment. At a point, let me tears canapa only to tears out another $4 cities near you. Man, even Sukra, a radical to 10. I feel I'm more Yiram. Feminine Crawford, the Biana, yes, a chop and a power. What I say? But first, not just a miserable Mizuya. It is only room one. Say, don't say, you know, affecting women Crawford becomes obscure. And it is true, ni pesi cash. Remember, what years we become some chese. We are who you see that the whole world is crumbling under your feet. So, yani was you see your world is crumbling under your feet. And it is a your team here we say now say and not team be stabilize dollar and this year. I think it's okay. Okay. We cry and maybe same quantity I cry, you know. Last the last one we cry, you know. Scar, me not me dey cry. minya difference of $1 of dollar, you know. Me save about 80,000 cedis.
Okay.
What I say?
That's a dollar, no?
Dollar no baffle. Sanya manwa satam no boy, you know. A buzz here, baby so bar make you know. Must save about 50,000 cedis. Cause duty and piano first. That's what.
Okay.
Edi so we all say obi a doctor and I say obi we call hospital. Now say in a critical condition. Okay, near my bed na doctor no we. We hear temperature. We hear a pressure. Na we hear a blood, sugar. So na we hear a background. It is all we hear say na nyina ya. When you say it's stable. Even so, hospital cry, na say, "Oh, my machines just and then my machines near bed now. With temperature, with pressure, with pulse, and with sugar, and monitor. Say, and your mass free yellow and yellow red. Say, what I read now, say, a stabilizer near you near the yellow. What I say? And the economy thrives on the economic indicators. When indicators are good, you are expecting the economy to travel. Exchange rate or from interest rate apart from and a drop in inflation, inflation apart from one. And then why can't you build what you are doing? And until now, man, go forward, saying, "Oh my free the system might cool down." To me, it is important. Once they are cushioning, they are using this to build, you know.
Use a first step.
A very good step within 1 to 2 years. As you are able to make about 35 billion, we square up the 28 billion import. Now, financials we are 15 months of import cover and then beyond it. And to me, US here, we will go 8,133 tons. A big baby, we call America, Ghana, Nigeria, 174 tons. Ghana had 31 tons. You gold doing now to have free. The day pan a higher, dear bit with your boy. Not your mangrove would diminish the bread. And the PMMs in no moon, ya. Not maybe amount for smuggling gold. No, you stream like the enemy is stream by far, is far mainstream. No, I may who gold by even though a been out of Galamsey, but Galamsey Cronan and Grove we are.
Okay.
This is way na balance here the solve but there is no in any way our members support Galamsey in any way. That is why our policy was say we build, we ban, restore and support.
That's it. Doctor, a quick one. Go.
Over me will be Mr. Me pese and you know me especially offer. Etias say, o mine or bobo modini nyina. Omo gold depositor, omo nyem fancy environment. So about US. On my bed in the environment here go. I mean, it can't happen. Omo environmental ethics na wun yomo. Me be so me catch from say. Sa policy ni say PMS MC now working. These are brainchild of Dr. Baumia.
PMS.
Hey,
no. I mean the good. Sorry.
Good.
I mean the good buying. Yes.
Go for reserve.
That is it. No. Take your time.
we are.
Sorry. I mean, sorry. What I mean or what I meant. And he said
the domestic gold purchase program.
The domestic gold purchase program. A brainchild of Dr. Baumia, and I know me well. I know so you
Go for it.
But ye or my more himself Baumiane. Sa idea no de buy. And a mama ban a muslim more far I you see. I thought that the Biameka nobody prosecutes a project than the dreamer. And it is a person we are dini ya. You invite or you take some wisdom from the person who initiated it. Else, you won't get the results you want. Me, in this space, let's think about the productive aspect of this gold way than the turn approach. And Dr. Baumia decided the long or the medium term was to ensure, say, obey Hansi production. A bini refinery, Sebeya enye this tonaton kind of thing. Emwa because I just say enunti se wo ka se yenkushi na obi wonto no. Yenya that $21 billion now wo kan na Ghana fo nyina wu. Now bata ewu nyina no bi ewu. And that is what I'm speaking against. Na yemu o man sa US nomini Algeria nomini adeno. Some of these places I think you have fair idea and some of us have fair idea about some of these places. You know say environmental ethics is a serious thing, it's a premium consideration over there. Abua crown to be for one can. Na gambesa was yes. And that is the reality. And when you say nipa na o dreaming is hard, consult the person. Now we make sure say more expand the consultation. I'll make sure say more your results are more. Me that's
government has not relent on his fight against illegal mining. 9 months 4 year juma. Blue water guards 4 year juma. Ningina are jet towards fighting illegal mining activities. The year gold purchaser year better free artisanal small scale miners for her. And that is emphasized here. That is galamsey. What I say? What you are saying say the brainchild of Mahmoud Bawumia. Say the brainchild say the brainchild and Casabriano dollar net free come from Ukraine and Russian war. What I say? And now Obiaba no the share papa na dollar na sabi ni Piotr Chamia see the original brand. And no make cost near your friend say target see so say annually about talk 127 tons of gold. No abaye see buy e dey so attract investors. E dey so am see the nasa as original brand here. Me na what here catch say the brainchild of Oluwa Mahmoud Bawumia. It's never so. You know but it's gold for oil or they buy and na ton swom and yeduma bio. So I say, I don't know what Aroma. Policy now apparently bad. The GDP pass a boy. So I say, it will attract investors more. Omombe ka assemblies beba omombe ye and then I know that John Domin Mahama could be a factory or shaman ba glasses glasses and you bet me export to America you know who want direct no mo dey na me buy one day so to factory dey na mo to me buy Casablanca e wa ibo Casablanca na Casablanca ba na enwo me kura na me enwo me what you say Casablanca na ho na gu na bui boa ba ta boa na fraud me ka so boa o nya no kre enya no kre what you say enya no kre Casablanca me to kwada so na Casablanca say na to kwada ho na gu no ho na gu Casablanca wo ba obi sika to function adwuma dey o di man o si factory what I say one fruit factory amusi ya no kra me nya bi ntokra market da one district one factory Ghana there were 216 factories factory ni cheme back na me no be ko we do no be ko ma cheme back all right so what I say we a very vibrant polity owura John Dramani Mahama na pamfo ato force no no abo edeba numi mo ne chidom ni mra na mabunu ni adwuma ye what I say sika de dollar no wo manimu city ni sorry gina brand ya mabunu be nya adwuma ye. So what you see, the pointer, the pointer, yeah, movie making me say. Sad gold, I didn't know more, my game was a monamoshasia. From independence, Edibesi Momo time. And I'm saying Edibesi Momo time. MPP by now, I have friends say, no, take your time. Not tons of gold. Or my money say over. 827.
That is it. And MPP fusion.
That's it. I think 30 plus.
And you see the quantum jump.
Quantum jump.
No, so you
benefit anyway. So quantum jump. Benefit anyway.
You see, you are Addison, former governor of Bank of Ghana. See what has been kind. Was this a guy you go to gold? $1 dollars no more money. If that is economic management, any guy is $7 billion. But you see,
more than $7 billion the economy. Because
the Ghanaian economy now you go through this anesthesis. Na nurse for I for war in panel and the anesthesia process is not the system anymore. And when I enjoy 20 your friends. All
right, that's it.
Now that process is going to take away, and you be feeling the consequences of that.
Right.
Now God no man find Chimore because MPP a boy contributing to this quantum jump.
Right. But that's it.
That's it, doctor.
I was for the punch you made in our hair or Kesben Television Society and Cow Kesben 93.3 FM. So my hair message is no ekakra. Now before then, Mr. Bala, you could see the Minister for Lands or Kaye or Brasa with your business, you know. excavator mako ahenum ene bra NDC abaye
nti wutie enkomo no yi a I was say NDC communicator na serious because enkomodidie we about cocoa issues we only MPP communicators and will make sense with the absence of NDC communicator. This issue about cocoa board way a MPP communicator okotena TV so a na say NDC communicator nka ho and will make sense. But to meet NDC communicator on a platform and as on TV, on radio, no, they can never make sense. In fact, they can never make sense. Ti nsema na wakika, ti analogy be no use. Ti how he was linking things together. In fact, how he was linking things together. And it is really sad. It is really, really sad. You get my point. It is really, really sad. Sometimes I sit down and ask myself, Aden MPP ni empegana ye. Aden MPP ni empese o maino sebi ebetumpon. Na debi o modwin se obubutum. Deda MPP for ye. Deda MPP for ye na eni se omutu opposition. Sika no munya na ban mudi no. Ene se sika no emma. Allowance sibia no moje outside the box. Ene se sika no emma. Deda MPP for ti kurom ho moje ina no. Eno no sika no mudi no nyafu no. Ene se sika no etu atwa. John Mahama Babi Sili. It for that matter, they can't even get money to chop basa. Enti akoto omune akasa. Nanka cocoa issues we isn't a matter ebetimi arise to the international issue. Ebetimi arise to the what national issue. Enka cocoa na Ghana yekwa adwaman so yekoto. Adwaman so ayekwa yekoto ye cocoa. Ena yekoye nipa na buyer ne si o te say yentimi nto ne say enti sabi yate so edi abase nanka eho kasa tintin ewo hifa nanka eho sabi kasa twitwi ene afanyoma kempese ene stream man lungs ne heart ne kidney ene ni bibia pie fira bontin na Ghana for you who say this is a serious member of parliament waiting for Ghanaians. Forgotten say one kasa wa ban and they best say that cocoa board. And on international market nyanya den ti analysis na me no e man. Tama sebi cocoa ejina ne nan so e wa mansendwa so no. MPP for eboka. Bisa ho say den MPP for boka. Almost 8 years no be try no every year be an MPP for boka. Bisa ho say den an international market ewo cocoa cocoa international market price increased. In fact, they were buying it accurate price. Then and at that time no cocoa board no engineer and national musica. Let me say home. Then at that time the MPP for now for fertilizers and cocoa for. Then an MPP for some spray machine na yo moko nipa dunsia na mako nhobo no mako boko koku ya ni foam then and sa mre no MPP for ntimi anye. Ask yourself this kind of questions. Bisa ho sa then and we decide eniema koko nuru ana wo se nkomo de ma koko akuafo e de bom koko so na koko no so doso na akati firi so no den na saa eniema na enko but yes still na cocoa price apushi kosoro ko bisa free yakoto former agri minister ko bisa Brian Champon free yakoto ko so ko president edi in 2023 and odina chidima Brian Champon ko na ko bisa omo what triggered den and omo bo ka twitwiri die wo krum harum what caused it. And then these people, they got the nerves, they got the gas to sit on radios, to sit on radio, TV stations, and say things that doesn't exist. That do not exist. They can't didn't throw Krumhanum. I can't say they were good managers of the economy. But Umianka be no eka so no nim de ekoso okuku board nim so ogu as a vice president and the chairman of the economic management. What will let you make that decision, or what will let you bring out that statement? Means you are not taken care of, means you are not aware of, means you are not even informed about what happens at that cocoa board in the production or industry or sector. And the NPP need nothing. Now, can him na or church the name more say or was a made down. Me show me say I'm sorry. I didn't NPP name Pessebi. Obisuya adie. I didn't NPP name Pes or my be I didn't NPP name Pes Ghana ebe fan to Pefra. Sabotage in a Dawson. And Tebusa for ye. Me can correct Eddie Achidam. MPP for some more can ukrum about cocoa board issues nina a your position or more when you bra or musica mundi si comunti musia and one sense and out for more now with the number position after your marking why your money conhuntina appeal wakasa money conhuntina appeal and yes here cocoa nothing not a Bahama by zero scandal but enkofu wait so a former cocoa board CEO Boahin Joseph Edu Kobisa sike uniform nsase wo hono enye sika ketwa sike uniform nsase enye sika ketwa. You get my point. Edimemo MPP ni bia ndada oda oye Ghana ni stand firm. Don't let MPP deceive you. Don't let an MPP useless and bogus communicator deceive you with lies and fake news, fake stories. Because omunim ya and Ghana for Antwerp massively in 2024. Let's stay focused and let's stay vigilant. Yama MPP co-position for so many years because of my plans or mobile, they will finish this country. I'm telling you, MPP for our plans or mobile, they will finish this country. It's yenche emomuma emiwi Ghana and then you will John Muhammad the kind of humility I know they redeem some from parliament sooner and if the kind of how I know the posturosity akufa do kwa no woman nim na we nim ti se kaka motobi onfo bia ho redeem your to no ma no ordinary to hwehwe nkofo and hu akufa do ho obi beka say absence for good reason massa not we former president. Bibia was a here first your mind. I then will be the president 3 years going my work opposition. Ye can state of the nation address. I was a member. I didn't your goro. Umbuadi on Fagana Neshi. But no more ye no pay. Ye cannot cry the actual. I am saying the truth. Maybe you might find it very, very difficult to hear, but I'm telling you the truth. MPP from Pegana for Ghana. Let me tell you the truth, the gospel truth. MPP mega, I know they don't want Ghanaians progression. They always want our progression. Mo pay chiko, mo pay nkanko. Etime mo bia na ada. I mean for we see, chira waju comment section. Bye bye.